everybody, and welcome to episode 121 of Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And
Chris died.
I'm Brownie.
Oh, there he is. There he is. He's back. Well, everybody, guess what? First off, we're going to do a shout out to our fans. First off, Gabe, I've seen your pictures all week. Gabe was in Atlanta, Georgia for Volkswagen training. He went to an aquarium.
I saw that. I didn't look at the aquarium. I saw a couple
cool.
of them.
I wish we could have flown down and seen you. That would have been absolutely
It's going to be
epic.
up in September again.
Swanky came through and showed us his milk.
Okay, Swanky, if you're watching, you'll be impressed.
He's watching. I'm trying to ban him, and he's still watching.
I was the one who saw your post about what kind of milk you have out in North Carolina there. And I had to tell Jeremy that you actually responded to his question. I checked Discord. Not on a Saturday night.
Well before that. And then Brad, just keep being Brad. There we go. And as you
And
can
he
see,
just gets away with murder with you. Dang,
Of
someone's got a
course.
favorite.
he is what self-proclaimed first fan, I think is what he calls himself. First fan.
First fan, yeah, not number one, but first fan.
So it's not in here, but Kara made me put deodorant on before the episode started, so I'm just saying that.
Yeah, so normally we have to suffer through Jeremy's BO.
Why did you bring deodorant, Kara?
Did you remember to put deodorant on this morning?
Well, no, because I didn't put it on because I started my day by going for a run.
Who doesn't put deodorant on before they go for a run?
Okay, it's not antiperspirant. It's actually just deodorant. So why clog your pores up?
Deodorant doesn't clog your pores.
It's still there. Why clog your pores up if it's gonna? Well, it's like trying to stop a dam. Okay, you're not gonna like hydrostatic stop all of the water from coming out with just deodorant.
Yeah.
You might as well let it flow. Then you clean it up and put deodorant.
Yeah, so
on
like if I'm going for a run, which I never would, but hypothetically, if I were going for a run, I'm gonna take a shower when I'm done. Why would I bother? So here's the thing too. It's like presumably he went about his day the day before, went to bed, woke up. He's got like 12 hours of stink on him already. You're gonna get the top of your deodorant all nasty with old armpit instead of fresh armpit coming out of the shower.
What is wrong with you guys?
What do you mean? So if people are smelling you while you're running in the wrong places, Kara.
Have you guys ever gone running at a gym?
No.
If you went running at a gym, would you put deodorant on before running?
No.
Why would
This
you?
is why men's
Gyms
locker
reek like
rooms
sweat.
reek.
No one would ever know that it's you.
You have to.
Unless Kara has the worst smelling armpits in the world and she's just being defensive about it.
If you go for a run and people don't see the perspiration in a gym, they're going to think you're not working hard enough. I actually pre-wet them with a spray bottle just to give the perception I'm sweating more than I am.
You guys are disgusting. What are the comments saying?
Hold on a sec. You're allowed to come in now. Oh, comments are saying... Swanky says, I don't. I wait until after I shower like a genius.
What's wrong with everybody?
Kara's face was priceless during that explanation. Hey, look, you're close to Porks now. Like magic.
Oh my gosh. Gwen.
Yeah.
If you go to the gym to work out, do you put deodorant on before you go to the gym? Or do you wait until you get home and shower and then put deodorant on?
I would do both.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you guys are just wasting deodorant. You're the reason that there's so much trash in the ocean. The reason
really, that's true.
Plastic Island exists is because of you two.
The Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
The reason more people are alive and not dead from the smell of sweat is because of people like Gwen and me.
You guys are
Wyatt says, true story, I've seen Jer pre-wet them.
Yeah, see?
Jeremy's gonna go on a 2-minute run, just douses himself in water to make it look like he's been running for the past hour.
Hey, Wyatt. Derek's coming down to help me tomorrow.
Oh, is it shame time? There you go.
You should come down too, Wyatt, and help us pull staples.
Wyatt.
You're clearly not going to be in contention for number one favorite if you don't
Well,
come
I
down.
told him, I was like, Wyatt, you can come down and have some beer. Oh, Wyatt's not old enough.
Wait.
How old is he?
Why can't it's personal? PII, right? I don't know.
Wyatt,
He's just
how old
not
are you?
old enough to drink.
What's
Wyatt,
the drinking age
you
in
can tell
Minnesota?
us.
48?
Yep, right. I still wouldn't be allowed to drink then.
You could have fooled me. Oh,
Oh, man. And then
Kara's robbing the grave.
so Derek's coming down to help tomorrow. And funny story is that we met Derek's mom because No, not Derek's mom. Boy, this is
Wyatt's mom.
This is gonna sound.
Cody's
How about you put
mom.
pause for a second because I'm just catch up with Chad.
Okay,
So
all right,
Adam
you can do
says,
that.
"What's the gym? Is that the name of a friend or something?"
Oh my gosh.
And Wyatt says, "I'll try and make it." Oh, he's admitting his age publicly. And Chad, he is 20.
He's so close.
Wait,
So
when's your
close.
birthday? How close are you?
Yeah, there's not that much of this year left unless your birthday's in like March or something. Then you're really screwed.
Do you know when his birthday is?
Oh, bad friend. I wish I could punch in even more on Jeremy. Bad friend. Sorry about the seizures I just
Seizure.
gave the 18
Right.
people watching.
Right. I'm subscribed to us now on Twitch.
I think
About
I've been subscribed. Where have you been?
Well, I don't know. I logged in as the channel, so I unlogged out and then I logged in as myself.
He unlogged out.
Well,
You know, he just talks that way because his heartbeat's on the pulse of the internet.
absolutely.
This is true.
No, so anyway, so Cody.
Oh,
Derek's
it was
best
just
friend.
his birthday, basically. So he's gotta wait until next summer.
Right.
Wait, when is it?
Yeah.
I'll let you
Get
go
him
back
some
and read
NA
chat.
beer.
Fine.
What? Get him some NA beer, right?
Oh yeah.
No, because it still technically has some alcoholic content.
non-alcoholic beer.
Well,
Yeah, that's like 0.02 or something. There's actually still alcohol in non-alcoholic
Really?
beer. Yeah, O'Doul's specifically, I know it does.
We'll get you root beer.
You all should log in before the stream starts. What? Oh my god! I was in the middle of reading a thing and another comment came in that was like the same size, and I must have blinked during the transition, and so I went from 2 boost and then shirts. I was like, wait, what just happened? I thought I was having a stroke. You all should log in before the stream starts to boost numbers so you can affiliate and make that ad money.
we should do that.
I am on Twitch.
I'm not watching. I should be watching right now on Twitch.
Adam says, okay, Kara's back to the dark side with Star Wars shirts. You don't think we don't notice or care, but we do.
Wait, what?
Because you weren't wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Oh.
Allegedly weren't wearing a Star Wars shirt last week, but you're wearing a non-Star Wars shirt over a Star Wars shirt.
Speaking
That was a couple weeks ago. Last week I wore a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was the black and white one that said Star Wars, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Were you wearing deodorant?
I always wear deodorant. I have deodorant
So I'm not wearing
at
deodorant
work
today because I
in
was like, I
case.
woke up and I went down to the new building to work. And I was like,
There's
I'm
no
not
point,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is no point.
There's no point.
You know,
If you're
there
gonna
isn't
get
a point.
You
I
might
would
as well.
appreciate if you guys tried to make it not any more stinky than it already is in the building.
So here's the thing. So Jeremy's talking about like the waterfall thing. Like it's like trying to what's a good metaphor? It's like using a squirt gun on a forest fire.
Oh my gosh. I'm just going to carry Febreze when I'm there. And whenever you guys walk around, like,
I saw you had your anti-spider spray. or
dang
whatever.
right I did. Okay, so
There is a lot of spiders in that building.
there are too many. There was a spider in the bathroom when I went down to that dungeon.
That's the worst bathroom probably in the
Yeah,
universe.
so Chris, be aware. I will be using the one that they're framing in.
What? Nope, that's
Yep.
VIP access only.
Dang,
I'm
nope,
sorry. There's no VIP access.
I'm not
for
using
you.
that nasty old
Jeremy, I need
bathroom.
you to install a coin operated mechanism and set it to $37.
There we go.
I will go and I will drop kick that door down. No, I went in there with my spray stuff and I I do a thorough inspection before I sit down to start using the bathroom.
I didn't know you used the bathroom tonight.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
And so I peeked and there was a spider sitting right here when you walk in. Sorry. And then I took the
Are you
spray
trying
and
to punch somebody in the arm? Is that what you were doing?
yeah. I can. I mean, if I did
It's
it way
just
down
too
here, you couldn't
high.
see- I know, but nobody will see it if I do it down here.
But Jeremy looked at it. Punches for you,
Whatever,
baby.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. 1 inch.
Anyway, you pulled away. Anyway,
Oh my
I definitely
gosh.
sprayed that spider, and he definitely kind of went.
No, that's so sad.
There's nothing
not.
Oh, you want to know what's really gross? Everybody watching, put it,
Yes, you are all really gross.
put in chat if you have wood ticks in your area.
Oh,
Kara
yeah.
showed me a picture. This person kept a wood tick, and then
They put it in a sealed container, no air holes, nothing for like 2 months.
they waited for it to lay eggs
Why?
to see
They
how
didn't
many.
feed it. They didn't open the container. Nothing.
Do they not realize that Google exists?
Well, this is what you'd probably find if you Google wood tick eggs. So it would. There's a lot of eggs. No wonder
Makes the worst
100 billion
omelets.
wood ticks.
And it was their thing saying like, hey, just so you know, fall, more wood ticks come out. Be aware, you use tick prevention and whatnot.
Unbelievable.
Wood ticks are gross.
They are
They are-
Has Dad
disgusting.
told you about you falling in a wood tick nest?
Yeah, I've heard the story.
I would kill myself.
That's a
I
good
would
comment.
How do you know it's a good comment?
Because it's big.
Is that how you judge everything, Jeremy?
Yep.
This is an amazing sandwich because it's big.
Well, yeah.
This is a fine. Anyway.
Car. Engine.
Oh my
bigger
gosh.
The better. Sandwich. The bigger the better. The comment. The bigger the better.
So catching up on chat real quick. Swanky says, I thought women loved the smell of musk.
Definitely no.
If-
Matt McConaughey is way off base when he says that he doesn't wear deodorant.
Correct.
Because his manly musk attracts women. That is a big pile
Just smoking
of
hot
BS.
bod also attracts them.
Okay, if I had a guy, I don't care how smoking hot your bod is. If you reek, I am like 30-foot
Did you just
pole.
hear she said if she had a guy? She's like, if I had a guy.
Okay, here's the thing. I
Jeremy,
don't
you're
have
just a
smoking
gelatinous
hot bod.
cube at this
I
point.
know.
We're rocking the dad bod and the mom bod right now. So,
So I can be stinky?
no.
Well, if I don't have the ad, I don't know.
Where's that?
Even-
with like the math numbers
No, no, no.
flying towards your head, and you're like,
What
I
I'm
can be
saying,
smelly.
right?
if-
Even if they had abs and stinky, I'd be like, get away from me. Ew. I don't.
So what you're saying is because I don't have a rockin' hot bod, I need to be extra good smelling.
Yes.
So double
You're doomed.
deodorant? You put it on the inside and the outside?
Just take it, go everywhere.
Can you imagine if you completely sealed yourself in antiperspirant deodorant?
I'm gonna get Jeremy to spray deodorant, just spray it all over himself.
I actually use both. I use antiperspirant deodorant and spray deodorant.
Once I got pregnant, I switched to natural deodorant.
I've been trying to get her to use natural stuff for years because it's not good for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Aluminum.
die of something anyway. Being in that building is more cancerous than a lifetime
That's
of deodorant.
probably
Jeremy.
true.
That's
I'm pulling up that carpet. Probably took about 20 years off of all of our lives.
I was scraping that lead paint off and probably breathed in a healthy amount.
That's why Chip's not down there.
Adam says, bringing up the squirt gun to a forest fire reminds me of Osaka.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, burned down or whatever. First she clogs the ocean with deodorant plastic, now she's killing wildlife with chemicals. She's a Captain Planet villain.
Wait, who said that?
Adam.
What?
Hashtag Fire Nation.
What chemicals?
Well, no, making me rub myself down with an entire stick.
But it's natural deodorant. It's fine.
I'm guessing it was the spider spray.
I think
Oh, the
it's
spider
a
spray.
spray.
That stuff is supposed to be safe for pets and
What
humans.
if your pet's a spider?
Yeah. People do.
They have tarantulas. Home Alone.
I know, but you. Chip will
Why it
never
says,
have.
sounds like Jerry should use the Dr. Squatch soap and deodorant.
Okay,
Oh my
I have been
goodness.
wanting to buy Jeremy the Star Wars set of Dr. Squatch soap.
All right.
So bad, but it's like $30 for 3 bars.
Oh, you guys can afford that.
Not after Menards today.
That was a spicy bill.
Yep.
Really?
We got those flats
Yeah.
built, though.
Yeah. I told you how much it was, didn't
No,
I?
you didn't.
I'll tell you later.
You probably told your mom.
I did not tell my
He
mom.
confuses you two all the time. Believe
Yeah.
me, it's
I
been
think
awkward.
he really does.
Well, Kara didn't even know I have next week off.
I had no idea. He just dropped this bomb on me when he got home last night. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've got next week off." I was like, "What?"
Well, so speaking of Jeremy double crossing people, so Dave shows up. I've been down at the building since like 10:45 scraping crap. Dave finally shows up, and I was like, "Where's Jeremy?" He's like, I thought he'd beat me here."
I thought I would too.
And he's there for solid 15 minutes, if not more. And then I called Jeremy. He's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just having lunch at my mom's house." It's like, what kind of midday tea are you taking here?
There's two
Wait, what
things.
time was that?
I don't know. I went to
12:30.
L&M.
Oh, 12:30.
Yeah, I went to L&M and then I ran by and grabbed. It was soup. How long is it going to take to wolf down some soup? And so you do eat the soup and then you head down.
The soup was actually really good.
It was really good soup.
Soup and breadsticks.
Yeah.
It was some sort of.
Dang, just going to mom's Olive Garden
Chicken
here.
chicken wild rice with dumplings in it.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
what it was.
dumplings.
Oh,
And it was nice. Like
it's a chunk of bread.
It's not.
no, it was it was almost like a noodle.
A noodle.
It was like one of those.
So like, I
Ravioli
don't. When it
noodle-
comes
not
to like
ravioli, but-
noodle based like things like that, I like very thin like
Oh.
whatever. So like
brothy
once it
soups.
starts getting like even like the shells. The shells are particularly thin, but they sort of curve in on each other. That's too much.
Shells?
Like texturally, with like shells and cheese and stuff like that. Like
Versus
noodle
noodles,
shells.
yeah.
I hate broth soups.
Half shells.
But anyway, like once it, or like risotto, anything where it starts getting thicker, I
You don't
cannot
like
stand
ravioli?
it. Ravioli is 50-50 chance I'll like it.
Really?
It's just too thick. There's something about it that it's just like the mouthfeel of it is like it makes me want to throw up.
Huh? Who would have thought?
The spiral, like the people that make like macaroni salad with the colored spiral things, I want to vomit just looking at it.
Unripe bananas get me giggy.
I mean, ripe bananas make that.
I
like bananas okay
great.
enough. The texture of them is really hard for me to deal with.
Unripe bananas, because they kind of get woody and they leave like a weird layer in your mouth.
No, I don't mind it.
Green banana. Okay, I buy bananas that are on the green side so they last longer. And I like them when they're beginning to get just the tiniest bit of brown on them because they're sweet and really good at that.
Oh, they're so mushy though.
Yeah,
But not the banana itself, but just the peel. Just the peel.
No brown.
Oh no, but yeah, as soon as if you see a brown spot, you know that it's like it's basically like barely holding itself together molecularly. It's about to just turn into water.
Anyway, Jeremy eats all the bananas before I can frickin' get to one.
So here's what you should do:
and green, it's good for your spleen.
What?
Yellow and brown, throw it down.
Oh my gosh. Get out. Out. There's the door. Leave.
Yellow and black, there's no turning back.
Yep.
David said, and then he didn't even bring me any food. Yeah, you double crosser.
I had enough for one person.
So you should have taken one for the team and not taken it.
That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah, Jeremy was moving super fast today because he was all full of food.
The part Chris doesn't tell
Shut
you
up.
is I bring food down to eat it there, and he's like, "You're eating it in front of me," and, And so I was like, "Oh crap!" So then I ate my soup not in front of you.
So soup isn't something that I can't have. First
Chris
of
is
all.
like, soup. Okay.
You could have 50 gallons of soup there. I wouldn't care.
I just started a soup kitchen.
You're gonna have to with the money you're spending.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, seriously.
People. All right. I think there's a bunch of chat. Any other good chat?
Oh, let's see here. Swanky said, "What about fermented eggs? I would rather eat a live spider than fermented eggs." Adam says the Dr. Squatch stuff isn't that great. I just tried it out and it smells like brown paper towels in the restroom.
I suppose depending on which one you get, right?
What one did you get, Adam?
Yeah, which scent?
Well, Marty's got some Dr. Squatch stuff. I think it's like one of them's like pine tar or something.
Oh.
Yeah, he's tried pine. There's an alpine one and golden moss right now in the bathroom. I don't like bar soap because it leaves
residue.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And screw residue. If everything could have a pump handle, life would be amazing.
Yeah. Although conditioner should never have a pump handle because like you pump it right. You pump X amount. It's like when you have a like a frozen drink and you begin to suck and then all of the ice leaves the straw area, and so you're sitting there sucking and nothing's coming out, so then you had to move your straw.
How thick is this conditioner? I just get the 2-in-1 stuff.
Conditioner's really thick.
I have more hair than you do.
I doubt it.
Shirts
off check.
Okay. Head hair.
Hey, I make sure all of my hair is evenly cleaned.
I don't have a horse in this race. That's all I'm saying.
Jeremy just uses hand sanitizer.
I buy expensive shampoo and conditioner, and Jeremy uses my expensive shampoo and conditioner.
I totally do.
So Jeremy, there's no point in you using conditioner at all.
You could literally use bar soap and you'd be fine.
No, I just a little pump. All I use a dollop worth. Like it doesn't even.
A dollop is like a big spoon.
Well, I use a dollop of a dollop. I take a dollop and then I dollop out of that. That's what I use in my hair, and then I just put the rest back in. I'm kidding.
You're weird.
You have the pump down and then you hold it up and you just let it go up and it's
just, yep, sucks it back in exactly. That's why it makes a thick crystal. She can't get it out. She's like, why is this never?
Yeah, it's clogged with just dirt.
Oh my gosh.
I should switch out her conditioner for a slushie. Because you're complaining about
how annoyed would you be? You're like pumping and all of a sudden you're sticky.
There'd be words. There'd be many words.
Adam says, I bought the variety pack for $40. It all smells the same. It makes you feel clean, but it all smells similar despite the different names. I guess that's what society we live in, where you shouldn't buy soap online blindly.
Well, no, that just reminds me of what makes me really mad right now, 100%, is the whole shrinkflation thing going on where everything is smaller than it used to be.
Yeah.
And,
It's
but the same price.
It's getting out of hand.
Well, so freaking, I know this isn't necessarily exactly what you're talking about. Like a McDouble used to be
Same
89
thing, yeah.
cents. It was
Yeah.
cheaper than the $1 double cheeseburger.
Yep.
And then they bumped the double cheeseburger up, and then the McDouble became $1.
Yep.
And then it became like $1, whatever. It's freaking $3 now.
Yep.
I have not been alive long enough for inflation to increase 300 freaking percent.
Here's the
Yeah.
deal. You think of a premium sub sandwich. You go to Jersey Mike's. A local chain we have is Herbert and Gerbert's. They're kind of like better than Subway, but not as good as Jersey Mike's. Jimmy John's is really good.
I'd say
All
Jimmy
premium.
John's is way better than Herbert and Gerbert's. to
I'd
me.
agree with that statement.
And then Subway is like the bottom line, or Subway or whatever.
Subway.
Subway.
such a good
that
skit.
one's out.
So the cool thing is, remember the $5 foot long? Remember that whole
Yep.
thing?
Yeah, that was Tuesdays,
The
wasn't it?
cheapest foot long sub right now at Subway is the veggie, and it's still $7.50. The cheapest sub with meat is like $8.30 plus. So after tax, you're looking at $10. Sorry,
six or for
Subway.
foot long? Okay.
Never going to you again, because now I can go to any premium sub shop and pay the same price.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's. Jimmy
Okay.
John's number 7. It's
I
like a
got-
spicy Italian. Oh,
I got their BLT. They stack that sucker with bacon.
oh at Jersey Mike's, it's
They
unbelievable
stack
how
it.
much bacon
It
they
is
put on there.
so good. Hot day.
They're ripping you off with
Like,
the L and the T, though.
That's so good.
I just want a BBB.
Right?
They just came out with a mushroom
Ugh.
sub.
I'd rather eat a spider than mushrooms,
It looks
too.
real good.
Mushrooms are delicious.
Mushrooms are so good, especially if they're sauteed, little salt, little pepper, or stuffed mushrooms. I could eat those suckers all day.
You know,
Mushroom and
they're
Swiss is
stuffed
good.
with hate, right?
Yeah.
Swanky says Jimmy John's for the win. Adam, next time you have Matt on the show asking about his thoughts on the McDonald's apple pie scam, I am very interested to see.
I want to have him on.
They're-
all right.
By the way,
McDonald's
Adam,
custard pies.
thank you for being. Adam's
Very
been really
good.
talkative tonight. Adam, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
So,
We're not
Adam,
talking about butts, Adam.
Adam, we need you and Matt and the Paranormal Society to come and do
Heck
a
yeah.
reading on the new place.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe some sort of collab thing where we'll do like a long form video that you guys can like throw up on your site, and we'll do like a little cut down like preview thing we can show on the podcast.
All I'm saying is those dehumidifiers in the basement were holding some sort of seance.
And they excommunicated the fan.
They did.
They did.
They did. I'm just saying. Like, they were sitting in some weird circle down there.
You could take, if you did a nice flash photography photo of that where you get the fall off of the background and then just the over, like just a nice old school flash shot, those things would look like straight out
Creepy
of,
AF.
you know, the with the flame and then the Blair Witch Project or something like
You
that.
should just go take
We're
a
at the flame
freaking
and
picture. We're gonna be there tomorrow. Just take a friggin' picture.
But you
of
gotta
them.
do it right. You gotta have the
And obviously we
flash
can't trust
yeah.
Jeremy to do anything right.
What?
He said we made it 14 minutes into the show before Kara mentioned butts. I set a timer.
Yes.
Hey, at least it's not a topic of discussion. I just
Yeah.
wanted to let you know.
I mean, we were butt adjacent for a long time with the deodorant and the showers and all that. So talking about going to the bathroom.
We're
You
sniffing,
just
we're
commented
sniffing
on
the
it
butt
last
line.
week. So.
Exactly.
No, and so just as a public service announcement, so the last podcast we have, even since the last podcast, I had not had a day off of work until today. So it was like we had 2 podcasts ago, and then I went to work Monday, worked all the way through, came down here to the podcast, then came back, and then today is my first day off in 12 days. Bleh.
I'm sorry.
Nasty.
And now I have to work the next 2 Fridays.
Oh, Kara.
Oh no, you have to work on a Friday. Yeah.
What did you do?
World's
What?
smallest violin.
Oh, I thought he was like, "Give me the money." No, I'm just kidding. I know
Oh, no,
what it
no,
was.
World's
no. I knew
Smallest
what you were
Violin,
doing.
yeah,
I was trying to cover for you, but you
God,
ran it on
I
yourself.
lambasted it, yeah. Is that even a word, lambast?
Yeah, but that's usually like let's say you do something and I just destroy you verbally. That's a
Yeah.
lambasting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So, anyways, yeah. So so just inflation in general, and then shrinkflation. Like stuff's just smaller. I mean, peanut butter. We ran out of syrup this morning. That's probably smaller.
Grab that maple syrup that you found down at the studio.
Wait, what?
This is I actually found another bottle of it. No,
yeah,
it's
I
full.
saw that. It's like the shape of a maple leaf or whatever.
Yeah. I found
so
another one under the workbench in the back area.
I think it just looks really cool. That's all.
Did you keep them?
Yeah, I didn't throw those out. I think they look neat.
No, they do. Just give them to your dad.
Oh,
No, I want to keep them.
Adam said, just for the record, Twin Ports Horror Society beat you guys to a feature and hang out with the Ghostbusters North crew. That's dropping soon. Well, we can't be the first to everything. It's true. But we can be the best. So you're on alert, Twin Ports Horror Society.
Exactly.
We might not have done it first, but we did it best.
That's right. So besides working all of this time, my stories are lacking because it's been very cyclical the past few days, and then we've been working down at the new building also. So much.
Swanky says he has a story about Jimmy John's. Type her up and I'll read it.
Ooh, I actually want to hear it.
Yeah, so...
1,000,000,000%.
So we got the building August 2nd. There's one day since August 2nd that I haven't gone down there and worked for at least 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So...
I have a Jimmy John story, speaking of which.
Surprise!
It's a simple one. It's a simple one. Okay, so my coworker lives by a Jimmy John's. He's got 5 kids.
Oh, I know which one that is now.
The Jimmy John's delivery driver was just blasting through his neighborhood. So he actually called the one that's right by his house and said, "Hey, I know you guys are freaky fast, but you can't speed through my neighborhood, please. Like, can you slow it down?" And so they apologized, but, you know, I was like...
I like that he used their branding.
Yeah, well, way to be the curmudgeon-y old guy who, you know, complains about people speeding. Although, holy boats, the new building, people, that's a drag strip. My goodness, people are hauling
that one
down.
guy has that shop just around the corner. Oh, I wasn't trying to say Gwen.
It's the landmark.
Who's
It's
gonna
by, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, Kara, did you see what they put up?
Who?
Our light pole's back.
Oh, I did see that.
You did.
Jeremy
did.
didn't.
I did.
I was going to comment on it when we walked out to
Every
come
other
down
light
here.
pole on the street's all yellowy and nasty, and ours is nice, clear dome now.
The funny thing is, so it was yesterday at 2:30. I was down there, no light pole. That's when Ron showed up and gave us the certificate and all that. And then I was back there at like 5, light pole. So in that window, it went from not existing to existing.
Dang. What certificate?
Passed the plumbing inspection.
Oh, nice.
John, his name's Jonathan, whatever, on YouTube. I don't know what he prefers, but he says, "I've been timed out for saying someone look nice on a live Star Wars podcast. So to start things, you both look nice. No preference, no punishment."
Oh,
Thank you.
So you guys do look very nice today, even though Jeremy's all sweaty and barely wearing deodorant. And
We love talking about Star Wars. If you throw us out anything you want to talk about, everybody is obsessed right now. I see all these. Everybody wants a what if this, and everybody wants to see what if Ahsoka goes to the dark side. And it's like, that's the one what if I don't want to see. I don't know. I like Ahsoka.
Well, I think people are interested about it because there's the Mortis Ahsoka from the daughter, son, father episode, where she has the flash to like her being the dark side.
Here's what I like. They were talking about like that was her fighting ability. But if she worked for Palpatine and then she tried to, that means she would have to take down the Anakin Kenobi duo. Not happening. Are you kidding me?
Wait, Anakin is Vader though.
No, but so Ahsoka now is the new target for Palpatine.
instead of Anakin.
Instead of Anakin. So that doesn't break up the Anakin Kenobi duo. There's no stopping that. Name a more iconic duo. I dare you.
Anakin did,
Left and right Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Or
if
Twix, I mean. Dang
Anakin
it.
did go as Vader, and then Ahsoka became Dark Ahsoka.
Oh, then she worked for Anakin?
Yeah, I mean,
And then
let's just say the rebellion be screwed.
Rebellion.
Rebellion.
Ventress in there somewhere, too.
Right. Maybe Ventress works with Kenobi.
Well, Ventress.
She goes good.
I was gonna say in the book
What
Dark
kind of bizarre
Disciple.
world are we living in?
Okay, there's a book Dark Disciple where she kind of does go light side.
Towards the end of
I'm
Clone
reading
Wars.
that right now, actually.
It's a really good, really sad book.
I thought you were reading Space Jesus and the Cyber Crimes or whatever.
Oh, the Horus Heresy?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Dark Disciple's really good. I really enjoyed that book thoroughly.
I don't read books. I go on YouTube.
Audiobooks are great.
Who's got what is that?
That's Swanky's story. I'm just waiting for you guys to shut up.
Okay, so John, we'll come back to Star Wars. We're gonna
Yeah, literally anything you want to toss out, we'll talk about.
We'll come back to it.
Hey, we can buy primes and viewers on bigfollows.com.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Thanks for the comment, bot. We appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do some scrolling while I'm reading this.
All right.
When in college, we had a Jimmy John's literally across the street from our house. We used to have them deliver to us, but they started to refuse because we were right across the street. So we just kept spamming them with complaints until their manager had forced them to deliver. We would order while on the front porch and wave to them while they were taking our order every time after.
Oh my gosh.
Why wouldn't you do that? Because they do free delivery or no?
I think they do free delivery, yeah.
Why? If it's freaky fast, I mean, I would take that delivery all day, every day.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, so Ryan worked a delivery job for a million years. Like, I think they get something for just going on a delivery. Why not reap the reward of like literally walking across the street and be like, hey, thanks, Jimmy John's corporate.
Absolutely. Swanky, awesome story. Epic. I wish we lived that close to a Jimmy John's. Well, we could probably have the one deliver, but
which one? The one by my work?
They make their sandwiches so fast. I don't know how. Like even when you go in and order,
okay,
it's like bam.
Last time I went there, they were freaky slow.
No way.
Yeah,
I don't 100%.
I don't think you probably hit a time dilation warp or something. That's more likely than Jimmy John's being slow.
Like I think there was about 10 minutes between me ordering and getting my sandwich. There was one person ahead of me, and it took forever to get my sandwich.
I order and
was
2 minutes
so
later
mad.
I get my sandwich.
Which one do you go to?
The one by the members in Woodland, Kenwood area.
Okay, so I go to the one down by Great Harvest.
Well,
I don't know if they were short staffed that day or what, but they were
everybody.
Maybe they're like, we don't like that camera person. Let's make your sandwich real slow.
She's got too much deodorant on.
Yeah. So John says, I started to look differently at Rey, knowing she was a relative of that disgusting hooded villain Palpatine.
Right.
Then he's like, I wondered if she smelled like Palpatine, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but...
Well, I mean, if you look at Supreme Emperor, whatever the Forky is, Palpatine, I mean, that's kind of gotta be rancid, because, I mean, technically the decomposing body.
He looked unfresh, and I wondered if it was in his jeans, and he gave that to Rey. So, you know what's funny? It's actually, so I read a thing, so everyone likes to make fun of Palpatine for like barbecuing his own face.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He did it 3 times.
What a moron.
This might only be legends at this point, but there's a dark side ability that lets you change your appearance.
Oh.
So potentially what he could have been doing is having the facade of the kindly old man, and then he realized that he didn't need to keep that up anymore. So as he's exerting himself trying to kill Mace Windu, he wasn't able to like do both things at the same time.
Interesting.
So it wasn't that. So granted, the way that it's shot, it looks like he's barbecuing himself in the face, but there's potentially a different explanation for why it looks so hideous. And then he used that as like, oh, the Jedi disfigured me, whatever.
So why didn't Vader look like that at the end of Return of the Jedi?
Well, so here, okay, I saw a funny joke, and it was Mace Windu saying, "Help me, Anakin." Anakin's like, what will you do for me? And he's like, I'll grant you the rank of master. And then it popped up with like movie ended because
right?
He doesn't interfere even. Like all he needs to do is not interfere, and Mace had it, right?
Yeah.
But I saw a funny thing, and they said, why did he? So he did it to Rey, he did it to Mace Windu, and then shot it back in his face, and like Yoda caught it. Anybody else deflect it back at him? Luke.
No. Yeah, Luke is the only one who didn't. I think I know what you're talking about. He's like, oh, you guys I could have blocked it this whole time, basically.
Right. But so he definitely self-fried twice. Definitely twice, right? So I like that somebody's like, why doesn't he just stop, right? I like the theory is that when you turn it on, you can't shut the tap off. You have to exert so much. So like that's when he goes to use it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be doing this for 10 seconds. Like, when you start peeing and it's kind of hard to stop peeing. It's like you start using force lightning. It's like, no. I'm committed to this.
Your lightning bladder just won't cut off.
Yep.
That's
oh my
hilarious.
gosh.
And when he does the little burst, it's just a trickle,
Yep.
So I just thought that was a really funny.
The little burst is like licking a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, right,
and
exactly.
the full bore is 80 on a dog collar.
Oh, yes, exactly. So that always made me laugh.
Said, why is Vader so fat when Luke took off his mask? He overeat on the mechanic feeding thingy.
I like the ones, too, that say, like, oh, there was a mute button for the sound. Like, I could have been quiet the whole time. I really love that one. So talking about 9 and Palpatine, you're talking about Palpatine. I don't like the fact that Palpatine came back, and they've been trying to retcon it through the comic books and everything else. I love Ian McDiarmid. I love the character of Palpatine. I think he's really interesting. But so here's what they say now, right? his spirit transferred to a clone, and they were trying to make all these clones, and then he was jumping from one to one. So you're talking about the facade. I like that because that means he's really old and stanky and just stupid.
Yeah, well, because using the dark side of the Force in every game
Right.
corrupts your appearance.
So the thing I really like about all of that is Palpatine is obsessed with. So the Jedi come back at Force Ghosts, and according to George Lucas, 20 years ago when Return of the Jedi came out, the dark side cannot re-manifest
Dude, Return
itself.
of the Jedi was like 23 years ago.
So
28
the dark
years
side
ago?
cannot re-manifest
28
itself
years ago.
after they die.
What, Return of the
38
Jedi?
years ago. 38 years ago.
That was 83. Yeah,
38
that's
years ago. Sorry.
So the dark side can't re-manifest itself as a Force ghost.
Yep.
So they want to hold on to life as long as they can. They want to clutch onto it as long as they can. So when he talks to Anakin and he's trying to convince him he can stop Padme from dying and all that, that part of it at least makes his character make a little sense because he's just trying not to die.
Yeah.
He wants to live as long as humanly possible. So if he could have perfected this whole cloning thing, he could have just jumped from clone to clone to clone to clone to clone, and then.
Also, how did the Kaminoans have perfect cloning technology and he had just back alley cloning technology?
Keep watching Bad Batch.
Well, spoiler, I guess.
Yeah, just keep watching Bad
Hold
Batch.
on. Is Omega a clone of Palpatine?
No.
No,
Is
not
Omega
that
Ray's
weird.
mom?
Right.
Now
Some
keep watching
people
Bad
were
Batch,
saying
which
that,
means- saying
actually.
what?
That Omega was Rave's mom.
Oh. That's weird.
I would assume it'd probably be difficult to clone something to be able to cram all that dark force energy into it.
That's basically because as he studies more, right? We can just say his growth as a dark side person keeps going up. So the more he tries to learn how to preserve his body and master the dark side, the harder it is to contain because he keeps getting smarter. A big egg. If it was manifested in the form of a
Big
physical
big noggin.
appearance, he'd have a big old head. So
It's like, have you guys seen the cartoon Megamind?
yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
his
getting
head's
at.
just like.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more he learns, the bigger. So he's got to get stronger and stronger bodies.
I feel I want to draw that. Take Megamind's form and then put Palpatine's face in it.
John says, I can never accept Anakin as a holy one of the Force at the end of Return of the Jedi since he was a planet killer, which is the worst thing. Yeah, he was responsible, but at least tacitly responsible for killing billions of people.
Well, it's so funny.
Well, here's the thing, though. If Vader had it his way, wouldn't they have made more of the?
No, that was Thrawn.
Thrawn wanted ships.
Yeah,
That's
TIE
right.
Defenders.
Tarkin wanted the Death Star.
Yep.
And if they had gone with Thrawn's plan, the Empire may have actually won.
Not put all their eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
But the Death Star was pretty intimidating while it was around. That's
For a week and a half.
Second one wasn't even finished.
Yeah. A fully operational Death Star.
So I don't know if Brad's here. I know Swanky's here, obviously, and Gabe's not here
Yeah,
yet. but
we've not had
the
Brad's
one
sarcasm.
post this week has been really fun, Chris. The Dragon post.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
been really, really fun. It's 70-some comments we got to read through. So they said, "What mood are you in?" And there was just so many people who were either tired, sleepy, or bored, and no one was in a good mood. And I wasn't in a good mood because of how many days I'd worked in a row. So that's why I went with stinky.
Yeah.
Yeremi,
Which isn't necessarily a mood. But
Yeremi, I know the stinky.
I'm trying to think of
and
what.
then I ate peanut butter, and then I was the hoarder of paperwork because that was what was to my left. It was so funny. There was so many good ones.
I need to see what mine was.
Brad and
'cause-
Swanky, your name backwards, what you ate last, what mood you're in, what you ate last, and what's to your left right now. We should do those two anyway. And Adam probably commented. Did Adam do it?
probably. After about comment 30, I was like, I gotta not check in on this every 2 seconds.
Oh, the microphone fell down. Hopefully that one was unplugged.
So when I
It was
first
a ghost.
when I first saw this meme or whatever on my friend's page, I was Eric the Tired, hoarder of graham crackers and receipts.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
But now it's
Order of Legos.
Eric the,
I would say
I don't know, what am I?
Eraok.
Iraq?
Iraq. That's a
Iraq.
country.
It does sound like Iraq.
Iraq.
Depends on who you are and how you say
What are
it.
we putting down on the floor? Duroc.
Yeah. It's actually just Duroc.
That's
There's no
true.
extra A.
All right, so Jeremy, what are you?
Right now, order of foam.
Irumj?
Yep. I'm still the stinky.
Stinky. You are stinky. What did you eat last? Oh, Dunkaroos.
Yeah, Hoarder of Dunkaroos.
Hoarder of Dunkaroos and
audio foam.
I guess I'm hoarder of Dunkaroos and Legos.
You'd be the hoarder of soup. I just thought that was really fun. It was
Soup,
really
that's
great
right.
to see
No,
all
I
the
had
stuff.
Dunkaroos last with you.
Well, that's true. But yeah, you got to do
So
something.
mine's super easy because mine was on the post, so I don't
Yeah.
need to scroll for mine.
Yep.
Ein Werb the Hungry, hoarder of beef jerky and mic stands.
Nice. Oh, were you at work and you had a bunch of mic stands by you? Or
Yeah,
what?
I was in the audio booth
That's
when
awesome.
Kara sent that to
Now
post.
it's camera equipment.
Yeah, well, so what would be most immediate to my left? Hoarder of power mechanical sliders.
Power cables and everything.
Well, no, I have the control pad for the sliders. The first thing to my left hand.
I know what you're not the hoarder of: memory cards, because you keep needing them.
You know what George said when I left? He's like,
George is home.
No. He's like, Brownie has so much technology around him. I don't understand how he doesn't fall asleep and wake up covered in memory cards.
It's true.
I do have a lot of stuff there.
I'm going to get a keychain for you, Chris, that is like a single holder of a memory card for a memory card. Just one memory card.
And I would still end up leaving it at home. John wants to know what our thoughts are about Skull, aka Predator 5 by Dan Trachtenberg. I haven't heard anything about it. I like the Predator series.
Is
I
that
don't know.
the Predator series?
I would imagine so.
What's
Let me
it
look
called?
up. Skull.
Like Skull?
Like SKULL.
Feel free to tell us a little bit about it too. I mean, Predator, that was, one of Arnold's big movies, which we love talking about Arnold on here.
Oh, interesting. I've not
apparently
seen.
it tells it's not even in production yet. It comes out in 2022.
Is there a book?
allegedly.
Maybe it's a book.
Expected in 2022. Is there a what? Did
There's probably a book. I know a lot of people are excited for Dune.
you say Doom or Dune?
Dune.
Oh,
It's
like
very-
another Dune? They've done Dune like 4 times.
Have they? Is this going to be a better version of it then? But Dune is very Star Warsy-ish, I guess.
That's what I've heard.
And then my coworker, the one with the kids, he keeps getting me. So I've been listening to Wheel of Time as I go back and forth. It's really, really cool.
That's supposed to be good.
Have you read it?
Yeah, in 3 months, I read all the books.
Yeah, he's obsessed with it. So the TV show's coming out. I don't know if you knew that or not. Like really soon. It's being done by
What is
Amazon.
it?
The sequel of Wheel of
Yes.
Fortune?
No.
So it's
More magic.
it's here, so you might really like it. It's what inspired George R. Martin to write Game of Thrones. So the
Oh,
different,
that's right. You told me
yeah,
that.
the different like character points of views for all the different characters and stuff. That was all inspired by Wheel of Time. So basically, there's magic exists, but only women can wield it.
That's
that-
right.
How far to the books are you?
I'm old. I'm 5 chapters into the first one or whatever. 6, 7 chapters.
Spoiler
into the
alert,
first
everyone
one.
dies.
But then there's the words are really cool. The I should I said I.
Yep.
I said I are men who can wield it. Or something, but
so
it's dark.
There's the women's side of the magic and the men's side. The men's side got corrupted when they were trying to capture the Dark One.
Figures.
And the women were like, no, your plan's not going to work. So the men's got tainted by the Dark One. So any man who could wield magic, they just killed.
Got it.
So what you're saying
there's-
is the women were as bad as Hitler.
So they were put in charge of, so it's called the Dragon Reborn.
Yep.
They were put in charge of finding the Dragon Reborn because it's the only man who could wield magic without going insane.
That's not Rand, is it?
It is Rand.
I knew it. I knew
Wait,
it.
are you listening to an audiobook?
Yeah.
Oh.
We own it. We own the audiobook
There's
on Audible.
if you want to borrow the regular books, I got all those too.
So,
I
yeah,
might have to do that. I'd like to read those.
Does it sound
that sounds
interesting?
good. Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jonathan says to the new Predator film, it's based a few hundred years ago in the first hunt of the Predator. It's against an Apache tribe, and it's almost done filming, and it's a female protagonist. That sounds sick. That sounds really cool.
Sick.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the original Predator 1 and 2 are like 2 of my favorite movies.
Well, and tribe stuff is super
Wait.
dope. So to see that like a tribe level compete with a predator will be really cool.
yeah.
Ooh, okay, so when does this take place?
A
Native
few hundred
times,
years ago, yeah.
a couple hundred years ago.
Oh, so this is gonna be like no like contemporary weapons and stuff.
Yeah, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger ended up not using contemporary weapons to kill the Predator in Predator 1. Spoiler alert.
I've not seen any of the only one I've seen is
Alien
Prometheus.
versus- oh,
That's Alien, actually.
So that's of all of those, Alien, Predator, anything, all I've seen is Prometheus.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
they were independent franchises. They did a crossover.
Yeah, Alien versus Predator.
but
Yeah. That's the only one I've seen.
Want to borrow those?
Before,
I'd
so
like to
this
watch
is
them,
pre-colonization
but-
U.S.
Got it.
Of course, again, everybody knows I watched very few, like,
So the Predator,
classics.
movies, yeah, I know.
right?
Predator is the one that looks like the Arbiter from Halo.
And Aliens.
And Aliens,
How
The
Chip looked when he
Xenomorph?
came out.
the Xenomorph. Ah!
Chip had a very long cone head when he came out.
It should not look like that, and then it just comes back. It's
It was
weird.
freaky.
Babies are crazy. I don't know.
I was looking through my baby book at home last night, at my parents' house last night. I had an alien head when I was born too. It was kind of.
I'm surprised you
Explains
apparently
a
don't
lot.
have any DNA. So
Well,
Except a lot of people say Chip looks like me.
he looks exactly like Jeremy to me.
I-
Fat, bald Jeremy.
I think so too, but also Dave says
he literally has your face.
No, Dave sees him and he's like, "Oh, how's Minnie Kara doing today?" I'm like, "He looks like me."
I think he's a cross between me and Jeremy.
Like your dad's face is literally just copied and pasted onto you and your sister.
Yep.
It's like
Control C, Control V.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then since Kara's contributed no DNA to the creation of Chip, it's just another clone.
For those of you who don't know, I failed 23andMe twice.
Yeah, they're threatening
They
to
said there
discharge
was-
us now
Yeah.
if she sends in again and she
Oh,
fails.
interesting.
Yeah.
So the guy who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane is the one who's directing this new
Oh,
Predator
cool.
film.
I've not seen that either.
It's
I've seen
pretty good.
Cloverfield, yeah.
Well, 10 Cloverfield Lane's like a sequel to
Yeah.
it, but
Is it scary?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's a thriller.
The thriller, yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't mind alien stuff.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like supernatural stuff. That stuff freaks me the heck out.
Because it could be real.
I was just gonna say somebody
Exactly.
in the Pokemon
Exactly.
Go Duluth page
No.
asked about DuluthCon tonight. I thought that was
Oh, they did, yeah. And Jeremy's like, actually, I helped plan it. I was actually going to comment and say I helped plan it, but then I was like, it's like, so somebody commented, and it was Jeremy saying, hey, if you have any questions,
Ask Kara.
right?
I
I go to the meetings.
You're so funny. What else we got for comments there? Boom.
Swanky says, alien head, huh? That explains a lot.
That's what I know.
You're so funny, Swanky.
And he also says, Grave Encounters is my favorite paranormal / supernatural film.
Again, so what scarred me as a kid, and I went back for a rewatch, and it totally didn't have any leg to stand on, was Fire Down Below. He gets
I've never
abducted
seen
by
it.
aliens, and then he gets abducted. You don't see anything, and then you relive the alien abduction through his flashbacks. So he keeps getting like triggers or PTSD. So something will happen, it'll cause him to trigger it. So the scariest part of that movie when I was a kid was he like sees somebody pour some maple syrup. So he like drops to the ground and he bumps the table. So he's like this, snuggle up. He bumps the table, and then the syrup like rolls off and hits him in the face. And then it cuts to the spaceship where he's like in a pod, and then like the alien ooze is like oozing down on him, and he like
Ew.
cuts out of this swampy pod, and then he's like running through the thing, and aliens are chasing him. It's freaky, but you relive it through these flashbacks.
It's Fire in the Sky, not Fire Down Below.
Fire in the Sky. Who commented that?
John.
Wow, that's impressive that you knew what I was talking
I
about.
feel like John and
Nobody
Justin
else.
need to hang out because
Yeah.
John has quite the knowledge of film,
No,
it
you
sounds
don't
like.
need to apologize for correcting Jeremy. He needs
No.
constant correction.
I was going to
But-
say, we always correct
A
Jeremy.
lot of people don't know what I'm talking about.
I
You
had
are
never-
now a translator for me, John.
It's floating over 6
Perfect.
million forms of Jeremy communication.
Right?
Wow, is that
John
cool?
just needs to come on the podcast. Whenever Jeremy says something that doesn't make sense, John will be like, well, Jeremy actually means it.
Fire Down Below is a Steven Seagal movie where he takes and beats somebody up with a 2x4 because he inappropriately talks to a woman. It's really funny. He's like out in front of a store crafting something, and then this guy comes by and he's like hitting on this woman. He picks up a 2x4 and knocks him out with a 2x4.
Yes.
I
there-
would not want to get hit by a 2x4.
There need to be
Not
more
by
men
Steven
like
Seagal.
that.
So the current day Steven Seagal, I think I could take it. Prime Steven Seagal, I would not.
Well, we were talking about this last week. You still would want to get hit by current day Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Heck
Even if he
Heck
is
no.
flabby.
John Claude Van Damme stayed in pretty good shape, didn't he?
Yeah, I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. His movies are sometimes absolutely ridiculous. but-
Bloodsport is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, if you watched it recently, the fight scenes are so bad, but it's
but
awesome.
they're so good at the same time.
It's like, so they were just like awesome back in the day, and now this is like they went full circle like in the like late 90s, like these are terrible. Now it's all the way back to like yes, the 80s.
A lot of people grew up with the Karate Kid and all that stuff, but it was like Bloodsport was my movie.
Are you thinking of Marked for Death?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Fire Down Below. I'm pretty sure that's a Steven Seagal movie. If he got me twice, I'm gonna be super impressed. If Steven Seagal is in it.
There is a movie called Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal in it. Federal agent uncovers a lucrative toxic waste dumps in Appalachia and deals with locals who want to keep their gold mine a secret.
So the locals are harassing and he uses a 2x4. Yep.
That's hilarious.
But
it's also a song by Bob Seger.
do Marked for Death now. Which one's that? Is that another Seagal movie at least? It's nice that you
if
can do
John
this without-
comment, I'm assuming yes, it is.
Yep, Steven Seagal. Oh my God, he looks terrible these days. Retired DEA agent is out to hunt down and take out a Jamaican drug posse to target his family for murder.
Okay, yeah, it's
I feel
definitely
like-
Fire Down Below, but so you know what's really funny about Steven Seagal?
Oh, he is looking crunchy.
They don't really have this anymore. Maybe they do, but I used to get all my Steven
that
Seagal
is
movies
okay.
from the $5 bin at Walmart. That's where I got what's the Battleship one? Under
I
Siege?
used to
Under
love
Siege,
the
yeah.
$5 bin. I'd get so many movies out of there.
Well, name some movies that you got, because I got Under Siege, Fire Down Below. I think I picked up Bloodsport from there, and they had the paper, and then the clip would go like this, and so the paper would like shut, and then you'd like put the clip over the top of the paper.
Yeah.
Those were the ones like in the $5 bin.
Yeah,
And I can
know exactly what you're talking
remember
about. Yeah, it's like
all
the
my
case is
movies like
basically
that.
80% paper.
Yeah.
I'd always just wait for the ones that I've been wanting for years to go into the $5 bin, and then I'd get those.
Well, a lot
ones.
of times they're picked over, and man,
I
do
know.
people go through that, and they just like, oh man, just blow that thing up. People there'd be a stack of all the movies no one wants, like on
Yep.
top.
Yeah, it's like 37 copies of Click, and then you're
Yes.
like, no.
Yeah. Yep. I think I got all my Bourne movies out of there.
So you know what DVD cases annoyed me were the ones with the double clips. So it was like a
I
plastic.
hated
and then they
those
had
with a
double clip.
burning
Yeah.
passion.
Because it would work, and then they would bust, and then the thing would because it was the double clip versus the ones that were just plastic and clipped.
Just snapped, yeah.
Those worked. The double clip ones sucked.
I hated those things with everything in me because you'd forget and you just like try to open it and I hated them.
I hated any dual disc DVDs because
Amen.
one of the discs would always pop off and it
Yep.
would fly around in there and get all scratched up.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
oh,
like
no.
video games had a ton of those back in the day
At
too.
least the video game usually had the double,
Yeah, it was like front and back on the divider.
Yeah.
It wasn't like two half
Oh
circles.
yeah. Those ones sucked so much.
Yeah, so Jonathan's talking about Fire Down Below from 1957 or something.
Got it.
Anyway, I think we all are on the same page now.
That's cool. I'm glad Fire in the Sky. I always say Fire Down Below. It's Fire in the Sky. That's really, yeah. So
Just think aliens are in the sky.
that's true.
The tractor being
Except
fire.
in Tomorrow War where they're down below.
I'm still trying to think of, and another movie that really scared me as a kid was Poltergeist. But does that hold up? Is it still scary?
I've actually never seen it.
Oh man. Oh, Kara, that's supernatural. That would destroy
I don't do supernatural.
you.
I don't do ghosts.
That is-
I don't do exorcism stuff.
So
I
a little
don't.
kid is in his room and everything becomes like animated. So like the fire truck like starts to drive at him and then like kill him, and then like the TV
They
turns
kill the
on.
little boy?
Well, they're trying to.
Yeah, they're attempting to kill
Yeah,
him.
and then like he tries to get out of the door and the door's stuck, like they're holding the door shut. It's creepy. It is. It was creepy. I haven't rewatched it, but
Yeah, I don't do supernatural. So going
does
to
Event
Keith's
Horizon is it
movie,
still scary? When was the last time?
I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it when I was like 15 and it was scary.
AJ
so.
said, oh no, AJ needs to watch it. Did he watch it?
Brad.
Brad's
What?
finally here.
He said, I had a Fire Down Below once when I came back from Tijuana.
Well, Brad, we know you don't eat spicy food. I tell you to go to Clyde.
I
Hot
think he's
Chicken.
talking about something else.
I know yes. Yeah, there's a
His
Pokemon named
man
after him,
area.
Krabby.
Oh, dang, Jeremy.
That's what he's talking about.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, you just got to
gosh.
use electricity. It's super effective. Gets rid of Krabby.
Or grass.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, you guys are ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Bunch of comments, man, John.
His-
Bunch of comments.
We're getting a film education. Apparently, we should watch more
I
movies.
love talking about film. Any other like cool films he's talking about?
I think
No love for Bloodsport from like Brad. No comments from Brad or Swanky on Bloodsport.
He's got a
Oh,
poster.
you know what's insane?
you right now.
The whole everything that's going on with Afghanistan. We'll just leave that aside. Other than the fact that people are talking about the money that they sent, Brad had the story about the money. We got to see the pictures of it.
No, that was
Swanky.
Swanky.
Swanky. I meant 100% Swanky. Swanky sent us the picture. So it's insane that it's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Brad says I love Bloodsport.
Yay! I love Bloodsport too.
I've never
Bloodsport
seen
is
it.
like White Castle.
No,
Oh,
Bloodsport's like
so-
Little
In every
Caesars.
way.
So
Let's-
funny.
Shut up. You're fired. You're fired.
Funny
Kara and I are doing the
story.
podcast now.
Ashley, my friend Ashley and I were walking through Target and we see frozen White Castle.
Please get it for me.
In
It's
the
not
freezer.
as good, but it's good.
And Ashley and I look at each other like, why would anybody ever want to get White Castle?
Yeah.
Apparently, Ashley's 50-some-year-old boyfriend loves White Castle. I'm
Who
like,
doesn't
apparently,
love it?
He's really 23. He just eats too much of it and looks like he's 50.
So Ashley and I are trash talking White Castle, and there's this guy in the freezer, and he's
like got it in his hand
No,
and he just like looks at it.
he
He
looks
puts it
back at us. He looks back at us and he's like, I don't know why anyone would make a movie about White Castle.
So the movie was hilarious.
The movie's really funny for what it's worth.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it was just funny that he felt he had to comment into our conversation about White Castle.
I mean, he hates it that much.
Yeah.
So John's talking about how Frank Dukes, the guy that was the movie
Yeah.
was based on,
Yeah,
was like just
Bloodsport,
totally made
yep.
everything up.
Yeah, I love Frank Duke though. Like,
But in the movie, he's cool. But yeah, like because like he allegedly like started telling the story about like the Kumite and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and absolutely 100% BS.
and then so that's like Catch Me If You Can, the same type
Yeah.
of scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
That guy made it all up too.
Swanky said he was never into Van Damme or Seagal movies.
Swanky.
There's a Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, like in the mid 2000s, did a movie called JCVD where he played a
Never saw
fictionalized version of himself. It's actually really good. So the beginning of the movie is
Jet Li Swanky?
What?
No, I'm saying, do you like Jet Li movies?
oh.
Jack Chan.
So the very beginning of JCVD is like this like 3-minute long one take of him running around like killing people, whatever, and he's like, oh, it's just the opening of an action movie. It's
Yeah.
gonna be an action movie, whatever. And it turns out it's just like they did this one and he gets done and somebody messed something up and he's like super exhausted or whatever, and he's like, they're making a movie. So it's like a film within a film type of thing, but you don't know
got it.
that until the very end of it. Or whatever, and he's like, he's doing all these movies because like he's kind of broke or whatever, and it's like his life's kind of crappy, and he ends up in this situation where somebody's robbing a bank and he's inside of it, and he ends up like fantasizing. He's like, I could try and like stop these people,
Right.
whatever, blah blah blah. And it's really good because like it's sort of like taking like his reality versus like what is expected of him as like an action hero versus
Right.
like what he should actually do and stuff. It's honestly like I thought it was just gonna be a dumb action movie. And it ended up being really, really good.
Well, a lot of the movies that I'm talking about are like dumb action movies. That's like Jet Li, though. I love Kiss of the Dragon. That's the one where he uses acupuncture, and the very, very end, he gets the guy
Acupuncture or pressure points?
Acupuncture.
Like the
He,
needles?
Yep, he puts a pin in the back of his neck, and he's stuck there.
Whoa,
and then,
wait.
he, like,
Are you sure you're
has
talking
the
about
secret-
Jet Li or Bruce Lee?
Jet Li in that
Okay.
one.
Did you make me watch that with
I
you?
sure did. So
Okay.
anybody who's seen Bad Boys, I think
2.
2, that bad guy is the same bad guy in Kiss of the Dragon. He's a bad guy in a ton of stuff. He's like a Sean Bean wannabe. I'm serious. this
Bon
guy.
Sheen.
He wants to die in every single movie he's in?
Yes.
Swanky,
So-
I'm not reading your comment.
Is it inappropriate or is it good?
Well, I think it's inappropriate.
Is he talking about White Castle?
It's not actually inappropriate.
Well, then now I want to know what it is.
So,
Is he just singing the praises of White Castle?
he is saying that we should feel bad for Jeremy and nobody should ever feel bad for Jeremy. Because he says he's surrounded by tasteless hooligans.
I know. I live it every day. So
One of the most
here's the
tasteless
ultimate
hooli-
question. And one more pretentious person tells me that if you cook a steak perfectly, you don't need anything else. No! A1 is perfect. It was made for a king in the 1400s, and it absolutely, steak is a vessel for the A1.
A1 tastes like motor oil.
No, it does not. It is delicious.
It might as well be called Z99 because it's the
No
last thing that I want to put
57.
on my steak.
No
Yeah.
Heinz, nothing else. No.
Salt, pepper, butter.
One.
I
Salt,
like.
pepper, butter.
Yep.
Salt,
And-
pepper,
yep.
butter is fine on hamburger, ground chuck.
You
But-
wish you were ground chuck, class F meat.
I always feel offended because I
Is-
make these delicious, perfect steaks. And then Jeremy goes and doused, like, doesn't even try it without the A1. He just goes straight in for the A1 as if what I made is
You know what you should do is you should
I
throw the
use
A1 away and
I
make
use
him.
the right
He buys
amount
it.
of A1. You know what else is nice about A1? You dip your bun in it. You dip your mashed potatoes in it.
You,
I love mashed potatoes and A1.
Thank you.
It makes
It's
them
so
zesty
good.
and
It
so
does.
good.
The tang offset. It's like how you put vinegar
Negative.
in your pancake mix. It makes them tangy. It's the same thing with A1.
no.
David, your band.
He likes A1 too?
Yeah.
Was with these vile humans.
Swanky says, I season and soak my steaks in my own sauce and herbs and such. No need for steak sauce.
That
Swanky,
I will
send me your
allow.
recipe.
He marinates the steaks.
I marinate steaks too.
I know, but it's...
Sorry.
let's try Swanky's
Brad's
recipe and
hilarious.
see.
What'd Brad say?
He said, I would love for an entire podcast where you laugh at all of our comments and just never repeat them to Jerry and Kara.
No, I like knowing.
I will pop on my iPad and I will read all the comments.
I will turn chat off so that only I can read it.
Just DM straight to Brownie. Slide into
Swanky
his
says
DMs.
A1 is better. Well, so the thing is, like, if I just turn chat off on this, if you're watching the stream, you won't be able to see it.
That's true. Yeah.
And you'd only be able to pick one of the 3 streams.
Well, you just gotta figure out who. I mean, Brad and Swanky always make the funny comments.
Yeah. I mean,
And they're on
I'm not going to say
Twitch.
that it's exclusively that, but that's what their intention is.
95% of the time it's Brad.
I'm going to say
Jonathan.
81%.
He apologized for correcting me. He's a very nice
Never
person.
apologize for hating.
Yeah, what you should do is send Jeremy a flaming dog turd.
Oh no, stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh no, I got poop on my shoe. Like, that's a bad thing to have happen to you.
It is a bad thing.
Well,
It's inconvenient.
yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't know. It's like people, if you're worst thing in your life. that
So
happened
remember,
to you
this
is you
prank was
stepped
invented in
dog.
like the 20s.
They must have had a good life back then. They're like, oh, that's the worst part of my day. Not that they didn't have, air conditioning or color television. It was that they stepped in dog poop.
Oh,
my
Swanky
gosh.
says, I feel insulted for finding my totally serious comments hilarious.
See? He's trying to give you a
Skeleton.
legit recipe for marinating steak.
I'm waiting, Swanky, for a recipe.
Frank Langella as Skeletor was the best movie villain ever in a very crappy He-Man movie. Interesting.
Yeah, I can't.
Mark Hamill, right?
I can't contest that.
Huh?
I have not seen that movie.
No. What was the name of the movie?
Just a crappy He-Man film.
Oh.
Swanky doesn't share recipes, especially with heathen like you. I added that last part.
Heathen.
I added that. That was me.
Swanky. I won't share with anyone. Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's
not
like
a secret.
oh, I can keep a secret. You should tell me. That's the point of a secret is to not know it.
Fine.
Are you
We'll just
really
have to
gonna-
go down to whichever Carolina he's in because I
North.
can never tell them apart.
North Carolina. We had this argument because we were arguing if it actually touched Georgia. Yes, it does.
Yeah, and I was right about that. You guys vastly underestimated me. Jonathan would have.
I
backed me
vastly
up.
overestimated you.
Jonathan would have backed me up. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't think that's true.
That's 100%. He's my friend.
Even use Shakespearean lines. Okay, I'm just making sure I haven't
Who's
missed
using Shakespeare?
the Skeletor.
Oh, dang.
I
That's
imagine.
funny.
If I'm following the comment train correctly, it's kind of all over the place right now. Oh, can you
Just like our
believe
topics.
we've been going for an hour already?
No, that's crazy.
Dang.
I can't believe though, like today working down in the building, how fast time went by.
Well, you didn't get down there until after lunch, so
But
I didn't get down there until like 4:30.
we bought a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it was a big purchase, and David has a 36-foot enclosed car trailer, or enclosed trailer. It doesn't have to be for cars. He was joking that if we would have left enough room, I could have just pulled in the Mini behind everything else, and then I could have just rolled with him, and I could
I
have
was
saved the gas.
actually surprised that you didn't leave the car at Menards and then I just drop you off on the way home.
Well, I would rather.
then he wouldn't
just-
have been able to betray us and go get lunch with his mommy.
Yeah, exactly. See, who doesn't want a free lunch?
Again, it was really good. I was very
Super-
grateful.
It
Like,
was a little spicy, and I loved it.
it wasn't spicy at all.
Soup had a little spice.
No, it didn't. What the what? It was not spicy whatsoever. And
It
your
was
mom,
absolutely spicy.
Your mom heated it up for me,
Oh.
and she brought it outside to the car. I pulled up. I was turning around so I could drive
Curbside
straight out.
delivery?
I don't know
I
why.
see Annie coming out the door. She's like, I heated it up for you and everything. I was like, dang girl, like she put Parmesan on it for me. I was like,
I don't think like you're a Valley girl or anything like that, but Kara reminds me of a story about a woman. She ate really, really spicy food, like really, really spicy food. She tried some like ghost pepper food, right? So she's like, it's so hot. She's like freaking out. Someone's like, oh, would you like some milk? And they hand it to her. She goes, oh, wait, do you have any almond milk? Like, that's going to do you any good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she wanted almond milk to fix the spice. That just made me laugh. Sorry, that was a little
hilarious.
Yeah, it's just the lactose in milk thing.
Yeah,
like,
yep, that breaks it down. It's
Now, here's the thing. Would you rather deal with if you're lactose
So does that mean
intolerant?
Fairlife wouldn't work? Like a lactose-free milk wouldn't work to cool the heat, right?
I
So
think
that actually would probably be a good internet video.
Oh.
You have someone try a whole bunch of food, but you only keep giving them lactose-free milk.
So here's what we do. We have Jeremy.
Why is it always me?
Cause
Why can't it be you?
You like spicy foods.
I do.
But
I'm gonna get pregnant again just so I don't have to do a spicy food challenge.
without Jeremy. Maybe we just have Stuff Lab do this and we don't have to worry about it.
There you go. That's
A whole
100%.
bin of spicy food.
I want to still try truff sauce or whatever. Truffle?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Remind me and I'll bring some down.
All right,
All right,
so
what you were going to say something.
No, I was gonna say just do a thing where you eat spicy food. Try almond milk. Try Fairlife.
ice
Oh,
cream work?
so the thing
Ice
is,
cream
ice
should,
cream
yeah.
does work. What we need to do is just have like 5 glasses of milk that you don't know which is
Oh
which.
yeah.
So that way you can get the blind test or whatever.
I mean, the moment it hits your tongue, unless it's like Fairlife or regular milk, you know, you're not gonna really, because you can tell the difference between almond milk or oat milk.
Well, if your
or-
tongue is a blazing inferno, maybe you can't taste it.
and that's true.
I
What if
think-
you drank it out of an opaque glass?
But no, the taste is different.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you still wouldn't know what's what.
So is it the milk fats?
It's the lactose.
Does chocolate
the-
milk have more lactose? Or would it have the
No,
same?
I think it's the same.
Okay.
There's no lactose in chocolate, so I assume that it's the same. Oh my God, I gotta catch up on chat. Everybody shut up.
See, Gabe,
Dave says I wanted a free lunch, so you're just stabbing everybody in the back today, Jeremy.
I did buy a coffee for Ashley.
That doesn't help David or me
where
specifically.
did you get a coffee from?
Caribou. If I don't have caffeine by a certain time of the day,
You didn't
I'm
buy
gonna
me
die.
a coffee?
You weren't. Oh, you were. You didn't. You were just bragged about not showing up till 4:30. Why would you get a coffee at
I
10
was
in the
taking
morning
care of our
if you didn't show
child.
up till 4:30?
He doesn't need taking care of. Let him grow up and become a man.
Little 8-month-old baby. Take care of yourself. You're fine.
Assassin's Creed spoiler.
Food in the
Valhalla,
fridge.
That 6-year-old killed a wolf.
Does Chip look like he's 6 years old?
He
could kill a
does,
wolf.
actually.
Yeah, I mean,
he's kind of a large child. I'm not gonna lie. But
Don't give him any shuriken.
okay,
right,
so
what did
we
Gabe
met
say?
with
Is
a
he
lady
laughing?
this week, and she guessed Chip to be 4 months old. I was like,
You what, mate?
Is her brain 4 months old?
I was like, he's actually 8 months. She's like, oh, I'm so bad at guessing. I was like,
He's like, is he a carrot? Oh,
was like-
I'm so bad at guessing.
my child's practically a toddler here.
All right, I've got Chad from several minutes ago. I'm trying
Okay,
to read.
all right,
Chad,
fine.
Stop with your stories, Jeremy. So he says, soup is dumb. I like to chew my food, not drink it. I agree.
That's why I like
Soup is for old
soups.
people without teeth. Well, that's you guys for sure. Jonathan implores us to watch the Skeletor scenes from the He-Man movie.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll do it, and I'll get back to you next week and let you know what
I
I
have
thought.
no idea what the context for this comment is anymore, but Swanky says, I'll be your champion, Kara. Whatever we were talking
Wait,
about
are
at
you
that
gonna
time.
send me the recipe?
No, eating
No.
food on your behalf, I'm assuming. If you're not getting the recipe,
And then
But I want the recipe.
Jonathan's like, what kind of nerds are you not knowing that Langella's Skeletor? I'm a real bona fide nerd. We're like, these guys are pretty dorky. I'm a normal person. That's why I'm not on camera. Brad says, or breast milk. That has to be in the mix, and Jeremy's got to.
I mean, I've got a stash in the freezer.
Yeah, Brad says the child who seems to be Kara's get out of jail card for everything.
Who's gonna watch him? I did drop. He's at my parents' house right now. But I want to spend time with my man. He's like the sweetest thing ever.
Swanky said you're right for the spicy tasting.
yeah, that's what I thought. You'd be the champion for the spicy. I'm
Fine.
100% right. Why'd be wrong?
You've been wrong about 118% of everything we've talked about.
I'm
Do
just
you remember the episode where Jeremy was using the air quotes all the time, using them incorrectly?
Using the air
Right?
quotes.
I still stand by. I just was a fun episode. If you want me to, you guys have me here. You might as well go with my mannerisms or my antics. That's what I'm
You're
here for.
so funny.
All right, Jonathan, what do you got for us?
Why does the commenter sound exactly like Seth Rogen? I think it's him. Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
I don't sound like Seth Rogen.
You do.
I don't.
You sound like Seth Rogen.
And then you're like, hey, I'm Seth Rogen. Yeah, let's get high,
Yeah.
dudes.
There's Chris right there, all over the place. I mean, honestly, Jonathan,
like
his
Seth
name is
Rogen.
Chris Brown. So
If I knew any of his songs, I'd be like, what do punch Rihanna?
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand what that means. Okay, maybe I do. Fine, I admit. I'm Seth Rogen. You caught me.
Welcome.
I have no idea what is going on in chat at all. We're getting weird emoji. Oh, air quote, robot, winky tongue out is Jeremy.
So I'm a human. I'm a robot pretending to be a human, and that's why I'm like.
yeah, you don't know how to use air quotes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Gabe's question wasn't just insanity. It was him not having spelled or typed out the whole thing yet.
Got it.
What did I miss? A lot.
You're gonna have to go
a
back
lot.
about an hour, Gabe.
He's driving.
It was really cute. Well, it was, Gabe, you're like home sweet home when you landed in sweet Puerto Rican weather. Our weather here stinks right now, man. It is unbelievably humid. It has been hot.
This morning I looked at the humidity and it was like 88%.
It's ridiculous. So I miss Puerto Rican weather as well.
we
but-
were there for a half a day.
No, that's enough. To like
That's enough time for me to realize that I hate Florida weather.
yeah. See exactly.
Yeah. And
I think I'm finally caught up with all the chat now.
Oh, the chitty chat.
It really seems a lot of listeners are either like Team Jeremy or Team not Jeremy. That's
I think the only right team in that scenario is not Jeremy.
no, it's Team Jeremy.
Come
Like,
to the light side,
it-
my friends.
How does one look at humidity?
Sad face.
On your weather app.
I think
I think it. Oh no, never mind. That's pressure. I was like, I think it's all the barometer, but it's not.
yeah, it's just kind of like right. It's
Barometer's your pressure.
Okay,
barometer
so
pressure, which helps you determine.
let's
whether or
look at
not-
the humidity, guys.
Or how does a humidifier
I'm looking at it right now.
gauge work?
All right. It's at 54% right now.
So, but
How
what
does
tells
the
you
physics?
that?
Yeah, what
I don't know. They go and like stick something up and see how damp it gets. I
a
don't
pregnancy
know.
test is the air pregnant?
Gabe, you're banned.
54%.
Wait, what'd Gabe say?
Yeah,
What do you
He's
think
Team
Gabe
Kara.
said?
He's
He said
team-
he's Team Jeremy.
obviously.
Gabe.
I'm Team Rocket, and I'm blasting off again.
Oh, if you
Hopefully, this is the
see,
laugh one.
you're Seth Rogen, right? Kara.
That might have been a sad trombone.
And you're James.
Yep,
Let's
I'm
hear you,
Ja-
James.
Coughing. Get that Pikachu.
Otterbuck, get that Pikachu.
See,
Meow, that's right.
Got the whole team.
so funny. See, Team Jeremy, Gabe and I have played some Battlefront together.
I mean, you got eviscerated while he was playing Battlefront good.
Gabe, Forza Horizon 5 comes out in November. I'm so excited. I don't have any more room on my hard drive.
Pratt says you didn't learn about humidity in teeth school.
That is true.
Swanky says every day by me in the summer is usually always 77, 78, very humid. Yeah, I know, like whichever Carolina is right on the humidity belt, so.
Well, it's
It's-
the 90 right now. It's the 90 plus 80, 90% humidity. That's just brutal.
Well, we're dropping in temp now. We're like in the high 60s, low 70s.
It's 85 right now.
What?
You can see it on the bottom of the screen on that corner. It says 80 or 84 and sunny.
What does yours say?
64?
Is this thing that lagged out? Oh, maybe it is. Partly sunny, though. It's 64
Chris
degrees.
clicked it and it was like, oh, I'm going to have to do work here.
Wake up.
64. Just kidding.
Well, I'm not a meteorologist, okay?
Neither is the computer,
And even
apparently.
if you were, you have a 50-50 chance of being right.
All right, everybody be quiet until John's done going to the bathroom.
Is that what he said? We got to wait for him?
He says he needs to go. He specifically says I need to empty my bladder. Maybe he's got like an air bladder that's bothering him and he needs to get it drained.
Well, if anybody's played the stabby fish, you need to drink their bladder to Subnautica. Subnautica, you have to.
Nobody has ever played that game
No,
besides
a lot
you.
of people play Subnautica.
One of my
Nobody has.
patients
Stab the fish and
loves
suck the arrow.
Subnautica.
That's, seriously, that's how you breathe when you're underwater. It's a diving game. Very scary.
Brad says he was born in South Kakalaka. I assume that's approximate to somewhere in the Carolinas.
South Kakalaka.
Yep.
Well, hey,
And Gabe
people-
says FH5 will be my birthday gift.
people, I love the names around here. So it's like you've got Bawabik, which I pronounce Biwabik. You've got, but like my dad is in
Lubbock.
Orinoco right now, like Cloquet. People say Clocket. But where was he born? South Cucamonga?
Yeah. Oh, he says that's slang for Carolina.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not. He could just be totally making that up, and we're gonna look like idiots. We're like, "What's up, everybody from the Kakalackas?" And people are like, "Who are these brain damaged morons from Minnesota?"
Okay, guys.
I refuse to believe that that's what it's actually called. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, let's look it up.
We have a golden opportunity here to influence our son in the future. What things should we change on him? So
Do you think I trust Swanky? You're insane, Brad.
Chris, you're missing out on some good input here. Ready? So my friend would always point out seagulls and say they were tacos, so that the kid would see them and go, "Oh, tacos," and then see them fly by. We
Okay.
have that power. Is there something that we should rename for Chip and call it something else?
We should
Like-
just name everything really trenchant swear words, so the first day of school, he gets expelled.
Oh, so that would be school based, right? So a pencil would then be, chicken.
Slang for a wiener, but aggressive slang. It runs the Bach.
I am not going to do that.
No, it's hilarious for me because I'm not the one who has to talk to the principal.
Until he
about
runs up
my
and stabs you
son's-
with an aggressive slang term for. You're like, oh, Chris, I'm poking
right in
you
the
with
butt.
Marty's dad, every time so M&Ms are like the snack of the Paulson family.
Okay.
That's her husband's last name, and I guess hers now too. Whatever.
So every time they'd ask her, like, do you want M&Ms? They would go like this every time they said M&M. So we were grocery shopping, and Marty's like, oh, we should get some M&Ms. I'm like, what is this? He's like, God damn it! And like, they'll be visiting their parents. They're like, do you have any M&Ms? Like, all three of the
That's so
siblings
funny.
do that. Every time they say M&M, they just go like this.
That's
they don't even realize.
That is absolutely
hilarious.
awesome.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Sign language made for themselves. That's super cool.
So kakalaki is a term for South
He
Carolina.
said kakalaka, not
so
kakalaki.
okay, it's interchangeable apparently.
Depends on where you're from.
It says,
Well, just like North and South Carolina are interchangeable.
Right.
Fight me, Carolinas. I'm not afraid of
it
you.
says it's a mildly derogatory slang for South Carolina,
See, that's why we gotta be careful. They could be.
Yeah, this is like the N word for South Carolinians.
right? Suggesting crudeness, rusticity, and remoteness. The Boondocks.
Oh, okay. We've got boondocks up here.
Yeah, we
So they probably wouldn't. So they have swamp people. So there probably wouldn't be a show called like Crack-a-Lacka people then.
Well, so who
Kakalaka.
was it?
Kakalaka.
I think it was Ryan. Somebody drove down the street. So this is technically historic downtown. The dude drove down the street in the building with a tractor and a big open trailer. He's like, "Whee!"
And he was going fast.
And he's like, "That's Cloquet."
That is Cloquet. When I pulled onto your mom's road, there was a guy driving a 4-wheeler down the road. I was like,
Oh, and side by sides everywhere. We
Yep.
have ATV lanes here now.
we do.
Not bike lanes. ATV lanes.
Okay,
Yeah, that's-
but we do have bike lanes, and the only time I've seen a bike lane used, the dude was going the wrong direction.
Yep. Well, so here's what drives me crazy about because there's a bike lane right over by the new building, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And an ATV lane.
That's what I'm saying.
The freaking there were these like kids. I would imagine either late middle school, early high school age, like the mid-teens.
Yep.
And they're like literally weaving in and out of the lane into the lanes next to it. And it's like, just get on the damn sidewalk.
Yep.
I won't hit you if you're on the sidewalk, but if you're weaving around into my lane, I'm gonna run you over.
You have a metric,
Unintentionally, but I will run you over.
you have a metric buttload of comments. Like, way more than that too, I think. You missed a bunch.
Jonathan says, I'm in a small cabin in the woods, and I'm not watching The Evil Dead, not because it scares me, but because I'd rather watch Citizen Kane to prove I'm not scared and am a rational individual.
Evil Dead's a
Evil Dead
classic.
initially takes place in a
Absolutely.
small
It
cabin
does.
in the woods.
It
Bruce
does.
Campbell, one of my favorite actors.
Jeremy, he made me watch that for Halloween a few years back.
It was
That's
one of
not particularly scary.
Yeah, no, it was.
It's just kind of weird. Like the claymation skeletons and stuff just kind of like,
well, that's Ash and the Evil. No, Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
oh, I'm thinking Army of Darkness.
The Hail to the King, baby. No.
Is that the second one?
So
Army of
then
yeah,
Darkness.
Army
there's
of
Evil
Darkness
Dead.
is the third one.
Then there's Evil Dead 2.
Then
And
there's
then
Army of
they
Darkness.
just basically just took the character and then completely just stuck him in Army of Darkness, which is my favorite of all three. But it's just the skeleton stuck to the TNT powder explosive bag as he flies through the air is one of my I gut laugh at that one every single time. It's just too good. But Evil Dead, I don't think you've seen because that's like
it's more horror.
Yeah, that's more horror-y.
No,
It's
no thanks.
but it's like the super blood, like unrealistic horror.
Yep.
Is that the chainsaw for
Yeah.
hand?
That's Army of Darkness. No,
But he
that's
gets
Evil
his
Dead
hand
2.
cut off, and he has different attachments.
Yeah, is that Evil Dead 2 or is that Army of Darkness?
Well, Army of Darkness, I think he already had the hand missing.
Okay, so I think it's Evil Dead 2.
You said it's like crazy amounts of blood. Did Quentin Tarantino direct it?
It's like it's like anime amounts of blood.
Yeah, it's over the top.
Okay, you guys have seen Django Unchained, right?
Yeah, it's more
No.
than that.
That final
You've never
scene.
seen Django?
No, you suggested a whole bunch, and it's just like I don't have time for a 46-hour long movie right now.
It's so good
Ridiculous
though.
good. Do you
but
like
the
Christoph
blood in that.
I mean,
holy
I've never seen him in
dang.
anything.
Have you seen
I don't
it?
think.
Glorious.
It's good. It's really good.
Oh, I have seen. Is he the Nazi guy that's hunting? Okay, I do like him then.
Is he good?
And
Apparently, I want
Yeah,
to
Army
see.
of
Have you
Darkness is
seen
in the Middle
Lolita Battle Angel? He's in that. I haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it,
that one yet.
but I want to see it.
Anyway,
All right, you have a buttload of
lots
comments.
of blood in,
And
that, in Quentin
just
Tarantino's.
Jonathan contributing to the Evil Dead conversation.
Oh, well, you know.
Ash vs. Evil Dead is an amazing TV show, according to Swanky. Evil Dead 2 is like a remake of 1. I would say that, yes.
With
some humor.
We watched most of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, didn't we?
We watched a bunch of it.
Yeah. For
So-
Halloween a couple years ago. Apparently that's our thing.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
you
good
only watch
movies.
scary movies on Halloween. That's America.
Well, we watched Keith's movie a couple weekends ago.
It's too scary for Kara.
It scared
It's
me.
out on
There's
YouTube.
some
Hey, we
creepy
could link to
stuff.
that.
Yeah, it is on
It's on
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Keith posted about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't actually look at the posts on Facebook. I literally only use Facebook for Messenger and like occasionally putting posts on the page.
Yep.
I have like 100 memes like ready to go, but so Facebook, this is me calling out Facebook now. You double cross me, Facebook. When you go to the post scheduler, you used to be able to just copy and paste images into the post. Now you actually have to click on, you know how most
Photo.
places have like add a photo, you click it, then it opens up a folder directory.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time for that crap, Facebook. I'm trying to do this in like 10 minutes.
Right.
For like and do a whole bunch of them, and it takes like way the F too long to do any of this stuff. So that's why I've been posting recently. Is because Facebook screwed me over.
Changed. Got it.
Bruce Campbell should have played Superman when he was still young. That would have been an interesting
Would
Superman.
have loved it.
I could see him being young when he was younger.
Ridiculously in like chiseled back in the
Yeah,
day.
he was really good
He was
looking.
a handsome
Bruce
fellow.
Campbell's
Yeah.
in Hercules?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
And Xena.
Oh, you're talking the TV shows?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I watched those growing up, and I don't recall him.
Yeah, he's totally in them.
Is he chiseled?
Okay, Chad, you guys need to calm down, or I'm gonna kick you all out.
What?
What?
That's fine.
Well, it's funnier if you let us know.
No, it's funnier for me if I
Because
don't.
then I could go woo or blah,
No, it's-
or you don't get any of this if you.
We're
keep
getting it right
yourself.
now for
No,
free.
then
Jeremy's gonna
Do it.
stop saying words.
go loud. No, go.
It's gonna be the last 8 minutes of the podcast.
I say
Oh
he's
my
pretty chiseled.
goodness. Look how handsome that fella is.
I know,
Is he in
Bruce-
a lot of episodes or just like one?
He's a semi-regular character.
Dang.
There's a lot of you've got to read.
Look at the
fans.
mustache goatee combo though.
I see it. He's
It's gone
Rip
now.
Squad. You got to read some of this. So we can-
Jonathan, is there anything you haven't seen?
I'm
He's like,
impressed.
oh yeah, he played a thief in Xena and Hercules.
Well, so what impresses me about Jonathan is he's seen all of this stuff, but he can't see us when he goes to the bathroom. I want to know, what is he watching? Are you watching on a computer? You don't have your
Probably
phone?
a
You can't
phone.
take
I
it
think
with
most
you?
people watch on their phone.
We can't take it with you?
Quick poll. Well, if you take your phone to your bathroom, you're a hideous monster.
How many times are we on the phone? I'm going to the bathroom.
I mean,
A lot.
all the time.
A
And it's
lot.
disgusting every time.
Because I'm busy. You got to keep mobile.
Gotta keep mobile.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so what they said was, Brad said Facebook users also like soup, and Little Caesars
See,
says
that is a
Swanky.
brilliant comment.
And then Brad did the up carrots at the Little Caesars comment.
That's
Oh, he's
brilliant.
watching on a laptop. You're a man of culture, I see.
You made Seth Rogen laugh, whoever commenter is there.
Brad said, Rise of the podcast is best seen on the toilet.
See? We should brand that. Rise of the podcast. Watch
It's
it
like
on the
it's like a
toilet.
best before day, but it said best consumed on the toilet. Swanky's watching on a laptop at work. Okay.
Dang.
So I was wrong. Nobody's watching on their phone.
See? That's what you get for making an assumption.
Jeremy, what do I say when I go to use the bathroom and I forget my phone? I need my
Entertainment.
poopertainment.
Poopertainment.
That's what I call it. It's my
You guys are all
poopertainment.
disgusting.
Well, no. So this is.
I'm trying. Before you say your thing, because mine's gonna be quick. I'm trying to get in and out of the bathroom as fast as humanly possible.
No, I
don't
taking my
need
time.
anything to keep me in that horrible cubicle of doom any longer.
No, I like it in there because it's private. I get left
You
alone.
don't shut the door. How private is it? You might as well be in a tent outside.
That vents it.
That vents
Yeah, I
it.
need a mega vent. Trust me. Here's what's funny. You talk about YouTube and everything else on the face of the planet, Facebook, the whole thing. It's an economy of time. So if you break down when time is most valuable, is poop time valuable or is that cheap? Like, is that the cheap time or is that valuable time? Because people check their phones. Because if we're poopertainment, that's about people's valuable time.
That should be the name of the studio.
Poopertainment.
Poopertainment Studios.
To occupy you, forget
To
throw
entertain
all your
you
toys.
We might not be number one, but we're definitely number two.
That's hilarious.
That is really funny. But I was gonna say, you know how they always have the toilet books? It's like got jokes and everything else.
Oh yeah, Uncle John's toilet reader. We
Yeah,
have
Uncle John's toilet
many
reader.
editions of those.
That's so boomer. Now it's Rise of the Podcast. That's the poopertainment.
That's what we need to do. Is we need to target when there was most people making their bowel movements and just do targeted ads. And then, like,
We should
people's
have
legs are
phones.
going to be so numb
You know what'd
from
be-
sitting on the toilet for an hour and a half watching
No.
us.
Here's what we do. We have whatever track when people go to Taco Bell, Taco John, something like that, and then like
Chris.
a half hour later, send them ads.
I'm already seeing an SNL style like sketch where you could make a really funny short, funny video. If anybody's ever done advertising on Facebook or Google Ads, there's metrics that you can hit. I want only women over 40. I want households over 60 grand.
Yeah, I
It'd be
only want
hilarious.
Taco Bell consumers.
If it would be really funny if it was as specific as I want somebody who's sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, like, wouldn't that be funny? Like, that's the target audience for me is poopers. I want people.
Yeah, I want people with no fiber in their diet on the
currently
toilet.
defecating. Could you imagine just like clicking the mouse and like looking through the options? Then you got a guy and he's like, oh, poopers, and it's like it's the most expensive bid.
Yeah, it's like
the most
$97 an
valuable-
impression.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I'm
oh
getting
my
at.
gosh.
And then, yeah, just go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think that's funny.
Brad
That's
says,
really
remind me
funny.
to never borrow your phone, Kara. Someone's on my team for once. For once. Toilet time is crossword / Sudoku time, says Swanky.
It's true. Jonathan's like, wait, what did I get myself
yeah,
into here?
you've made it to the bathroom section of the podcast.
Yep.
He says, I'm watching in a small cabin in the woods with weird inbred neighbors around. I'm not even kidding. I'm hearing weird sounds, but beer is keeping me calm.
Oh, well, right. Do you have a preference in beer? Like, what do you like? Name your favorite beer, because I like beer. And then,
I ate fries
And
at a
what's your
snack
local
bar
milk?
around here.
Yeah.
The mayo tasted funny, like it shouldn't have been served, or at least should have been opted to be refreshed.
Wait, did you say you had mayo with fries? I'm guessing he's in Canada.
Mayo with fries is delicious.
It is delicious, but it's
not
very Canadian.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
I
No,
feel
it's not
like it's
Canadian.
like Arkansas.
I feel I've heard that mayo and fries is a very Canadian thing
That is
to
not
do.
a Canadian thing. You're the mayo person. Okay, you go to Jersey Mike's. We're back to the sandwiches. You get it Mike's way. You get the oil and the vinegar all over the whole thing. Kara's like, no Mike's way, only mayo. Only mayo
I like
for
it.
everything.
When it comes to a sub, mayo is the best topping
You
for
can
it.
have
Oil.
mayo and Mike's way.
No, I don't want the oil on it.
Oh, the oil is
That's
what
the
makes
best
it
part.
delicious.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it stains the bag and ruins your clothes. That's the best part about it.
I don't know if this is a joke or not. He says I'm Dutch. Well, if you are watching from, oh my God, I always get them backwards.
Holland.
If you're watching from Holland, welcome. It's like 8 a.m. there.
That's why you're having a beer. It's a little what is it, a snoot with your Bloody Mary?
He said we invented mayo on fries. Watch Pulp Fiction.
Wait, was I right?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Right
Brad
about
says
what?
every brand cereal and Metamucil want to sponsor the podcast. Brought to you by Fiber.
No,
Fiber One.
Fiber One, Metamucil.
Metamucil, yep.
Ask me what I want to know.
328.
In the morning?
Well, it's got to be in the afternoon. No, that would put it way too
England's
Well,
They're 8
Plus
hours ahead of
five.
plus
us.
5. England's plus 5.
far. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Oh, yeah, I guess that is way early in the morning. Holy crap. Yeah. Ugh, time zones.
Well,
what are you going to do with them? Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Is it Jonathan's first time here? Is he new?
I think so.
Are you a long-time lurker, Jonathan? We're finally like at the end of the podcast and we're talking this whole time.
Oh, yeah, he's in the Netherlands.
No kidding.
Welcome. I think is he our first like overseas?
There's a bunch of people
Viewer?
who do listen to the audio podcast from all over the place, but
Jonathan.
Yeah,
what's
those are
up?
metrics that I'd like to see.
yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah, new, he says. Cool. Well,
welcome.
Well, thanks for having insomnia, I suppose.
We've enjoyed chatting with you.
I like the fact that he's seen like every movie on the planet.
And his English is better than mine.
Those crazy inbred neighbors
Okay,
of his that
so
he said those are
you've
the
got-
ones keeping him awake.
got-
I wouldn't sleep with those weird noises either.
You've got Justin
have eyes.
and his expertise on movies. Now I just want to see somebody do movie reviews where they just dunk fries in mayo and they're like, yes, this is why this movie works. And you take a big scoop and be like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
So Jonathan,
mayo.
honey on fries is really good.
Honey on fries, frosty
yep.
on fries, anything on fries, really. It's the
Mix
salt.
of ranch and barbecue
Yeah.
sauce, ranch
Oh.
and sweet and sour.
Dipping them in the Frosty from Wendy's.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I
Sarah
worked
thought
at
that was
Wendy's
weird.
11 years and I do not like Frosty on fries.
It's because, I don't know.
I worked there
It's
11
because you don't have DNA care. We've established this. Everything that's weird about you is because you're an alien clone.
Shh, don't tell anybody that.
I mean, you're a real, genuine human
Yeah.
person from Earth.
Yeah. Jeez, Chris.
My bad. You said looking for some interesting podcasts. Well, hopefully this has been interesting for you.
We do this every Saturday at
Yes,
the same
we
time.
do.
Well, for you, it would be Sunday morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, real early. Real early.
He says we've even put pea soup on fries here. Interesting.
Really? Like,
Don't
the,
ask.
like the split pea soup?
I don't like pea soup necessarily.
So I have an
I
interesting
grew up with
relationship
it.
with pea soup. I only ever had it at,
My house?
no, Boy Scouts do a pea soup fundraiser. So Girl Scouts get cookies, and the Boy Scouts around here do pea soup luncheon
Pea soup?
things.
I feel like they do popcorn, yeah. I was going to say.
But
you know what they should do is sick pocket knives.
so my dad, there's two things my dad would always drag me to. The annual pea soup festival thing we had.
The annual pea soup festival.
Yep. And then there was another one, and he'd always drag me to these potluck fundraisers, but it was little old ladies who cooked meals for it. And that one was actually really good. There's a bunch of like little old ladies who make each one of their individual famous recipes. To everything was amazing. But yeah, the pea soup one, I was like, do I have to? Because they had giant chunks of ham in it.
As a
And-
kid,
the ham's the only edible part of
Well,
pea soup
you
is
know
the
my
problem.
relationship with ham because
No, I
when
don't.
you eat it at the school cafeteria,
That's
it's a
that's
slab.
grade F ham,
That's
Jeremy.
a slab
That's
of ham. So the only time like I ever threw up in school was when I ate the lunch ham. And so any type of ham, really, I'm not a big fan of ham.
Yeah,
Because of that, because I puked it up.
You know,
That was-
you on the opposite end of the spectrum. What is the single greatest lunch item from our experience?
At a cafeteria?
Yeah, cafeteria lunch item.
That pizza bread stuff?
Well, pizza stuff's good, but turkey gravy is the absolute best.
As long as there's always that one piece
fatty
of turkey
piece.
that's got the fat veins in it and the red spots. I hate that turkey. The blood spots.
Yeah, well, that's grade Z turkey. I mean, you have to
man.
remember, we're in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota.
just
We're not
never-
getting the prime cuts of turkey.
I just never
It's
had
all
a good
gizzard
experience.
and butt feathers.
So the other experience I had with ham, if David is still here,
I'm sorry, Jonathan. We're like scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
sorry, this is American grade school growing up, but we do have to wrap up. But, and I've told this a billion times too, growing up, at one time, David's family had ham rations on the shelf. And so they cooked these ham rations. And I've never had worse flatulence, I guess is the easy way to put it, than I did with those ham rations. Actually, where's my...
My mom makes a mean split pea soup. My dad's side of the family's 100% Swedish.
Huh.
And Swedish pea soup was, had it quite often. I hated it as a kid, like it as an adult.
So, Jonathan sent what it is. I don't know how to pronounce this. Croquetin. Anyway, like I said, surprised it never made it to the U.S. It's deep fried mashed potato filled with minced chicken, and that sounds amazing.
Ooh, that sounds real good. Jonathan's just gonna have to come to the States and cook it for us.
What? Well, it says, yeah. I'm not reading the whole Wikipedia entry. David says, yes, I'm still here. He's still waiting for his lunch, Jeremy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Singer from the Bloodhound Gang who toured here became addicted to them, apparently. Interesting. Bloodhound Gang is pretty funny.
What is?
It's a band.
The singer, yeah.
Oh.
The singer from the Bloodhound Gang that toured here became addicted to them. That's interesting. Very interesting. I would definitely like to try some.
Just don't ever eat ham rations. I can't find a good picture of it, but it's bad.
Well, so like ham and pork are like one of the only meats that my mom actually likes. So like we had pork, steak, ham, whatever. Like, and I'm like okay with ham. It's just I've exhausted a lifetime's worth of experience with it already.
Does anybody know what they serve at the Burger King in Hawaii?
Spam burgers.
Spam burgers, absolutely.
So
Right, we did see spam burgers when we were down
well,
there.
so the thing is, like, I don't know why people think that spam is bad. Like, it's literally the best parts of the ham, but like it just
Ground
comes out.
up.
It's like it's just in weird like shapes, so they can't sell it. So it's better than normal ham, and they just process it and give it to you in a can. It's good.
I mean,
I'll try spam next week.
Wait, you've never had spam?
Not really.
A little bit.
Okay.
Here's what you do:
Fried
frying
spam
pan.
and eggs, man.
Just let me talk. A little bit of butter in the bottom of the pan. Get it sizzling. Slice up some medium to thin slices of spam and fry it up so it's a little golden brown on both sides.
This is your chance, really quick before we close. Like last person, I'll send a free can of spam to. Put in the
I don't
comments.
believe you because Gabe's still waiting for his hot chip.
I'll throw
Yeah,
some
this is
spam in
true.
there for Gabe. Let me know if you've had spam as Chris takes us out.
All right, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Comment down below if you've had
no.
spam.
Spam, yes.
I've had spam.
I've probably eaten as much spam as anybody.
Watch,
in the
nobody's
world.
going to comment because nobody wants a can of spam. Wait, somebody
Exactly.
commented.
6 cans in our cupboard right now.
Well, thank you for joining us, Jonathan, and all the other people who have joined us. Thank
hope
you
you
for
come back,
watching.
Jonathan.
Yes,
Yeah.
welcome back. or we will welcome you back. My brain isn't working.
I hope.
Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we post a new video or go live. We enjoy hanging out with you guys, meeting people from other parts of the world who are having
really
terrible
cool.
cabin experiences, but introduce us to interesting foods. Again, comment down below, spam or no spam. We need to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.